Hey neighbors, Brent here coming to you from the front porch. Wasn't it wonderful to have John Hull with us in worship this past Sunday? If you weren't there, then you missed out. But John Hull is our missions pastor, and once a year, he comes in to remind us on Missions Sunday of all the great ways that we've been involved in missions over the past year, to talk about how the funds that have been pledged for missions giving have been used in ministries both here in our county as well as around the world, to give testimony to the people whose lives have been changed, both the lives of those serving and those being served in places all over. He reminded us of specific ministries like Habitat for Humanity or Compassion United or Angel Reach or again, any of the international mission trips, and all the different ways that members of our church have gotten out to be faithful to what Christ has called us to do and to be in the world. And it always makes me proud. And also, it's just really heartwarming to recognize all the different ways that the church has been engaged in serving those in need. He also then gives us a challenge of all the opportunities that exist in front of us, and he offers us the chance to give financially to the needs of these mission projects that we're promising to be a part of in the year ahead. He also gave us this 4-page sort of brochure with all the different opportunities to serve locally and abroad. And I don't know about you, but there is nothing that feels better than stepping into a ministry opportunity and realizing that you are literally being the hands and feet of Christ. And I think God wired us this way. I think God made it feel good to serve others so that we would do it more. We'd do it more often. And so this past Sunday, there were so many opportunities that were talked about and highlighted. And I sat there hearing those thinking, I can't wait to get out and serve. But then there's that nagging question that follows after things like this. Well, when would I do it? When do I have time? I got to find a way to stop doing something so I can do more of that good thing. And that's actually what we're going to be talking about in our sermon series that kicks off this coming Sunday. We're going to spend the next 5 weeks or so around this idea of no thank you. This idea that sometimes we need to say no to things, even good things, to make room for us to say yes to even better things. To remind ourselves that every yes we say, we're in effect saying no to something else. And every no we say, it frees us to say yes to something else. So we're going to talk a lot about boundaries. We're going to talk about boundaries with our families. We're going to talk about boundaries in our friendships. We're going to talk about boundaries with our time and the time we spend online on our screens. But we're going to talk about all of those things because, as John Hull told us yesterday or Sunday in the sermon rather, the Good Samaritan was able to meet a need because he took the time. The first two who passed by the one who'd been beat up and left on the side of the road, they may have had really good reasons not to help, but it seemed like they just were in a hurry. They just didn't feel like they had enough time. And so we're going to spend the next handful of weeks talking about how do we make more time to do things that are most important in our lives. How do we set new priorities for how we spend our time? So I hope that you'll plan to be with us this coming Sunday. In the meantime, have a great week, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.